All right, I'm standing here with MaxBrooks, of course, the author of the Zombie Survival Guide, World War Z, and all-around zombie survival aficionado. Max, welcome to Comic-Con. Sort of big thing, you're doing your presentation on Sunday, right? In the past, you've been known for bringing some of the weapons, and then that sort of dropped off a bit, right?
So you can blame Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. So Sunday, are you going to whip out any chainsaws? Or?
No, I'm not going to. No. Given the infamous Harry Potter stabbing in the eye with a pen last year at Comic-Con, we're in a weapons-free zone pretty much at this point.
All right, well then that's a good question, because should the zombie apocalypse happen in the middle of Comic-Con, what's our outlook? How do things look? How are we going to survive?
I think 10 years ago, we would have been much better off because we would have said, oh my God, zombies, we gotta get the hell out of here. But now, given the rise in popularity, people would be like, oh my God, zombies, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, people are gonna think it's just a zombie walk.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna end well.
It'll be like Romero's Diary of the Dead. Everybody will be trying to document it. Exactly. And who's gonna scoop?
Yeah. Who's gonna get more hits on their page?
Yeah. Last time I spoke with you, I acted sort of as an intermediary between you and Robert Kirkman about, has he read the books? Have you spoken to him since The Walking Dead aired on AMC?
No, I haven't. Funny that you say, the first time I met Robert was here at Comic-Con. I sort of snuck in right behind the line and sat next to him. I'm like, hey, Robert, I'm MaxBrooks. The first thing he said was, how'd you get back here? And then the next thing he said was, I haven't read your book. I just want you to know, I haven't read it. I'm like, dude, I don't care if you had. I've read yours, and I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think Walking Dead's amazing, and it's Frank Darabont. Come on, the guy's fine.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with Walking Dead was the way AMC was promoting it, because they were ashamed of it. Before it came out, do you know what their tagline was?
No, what was it?
Trust us.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Remember that? They said, from the creator of Shawshank, from the network that brought you Mad Men, trust us. They were really trying to be like, look, we don't know zombies from a hole in the ground, but it's Darabont, so we're gonna let him have this. They literally had someone saying, one of the cast members, it's not about zombies. They were trying so hard to get away, because no, we're the network of Rubicon. We love Rubicon. Rubicon it's adult, and this is just zombies. Well, Walking Dead comes out, and it's the biggest show they've ever had. Rubicon, canceled. Walking Dead, amazing. Oh, Mad Men, their flagship show. Oh, we're going to cut your budget.
Yeah.
They went into huge budget talks and delayed it for a whole season.
Well, speaking of budgets, I mean, the World War Z, this is first really big budget zombie movie. Obviously, you got to be excited, right? Yeah,
it's surprising. When I initially optioned the movie rights, I would say to people, look, don't expect this thing to get made, because if they do try to make this thing, it's going to have to be epic. It's going to have to be global, and nobody's going to pony up that kind of money for a zombie movie. Zombie movies tend to be very small budget, limited locations. So I would have bet against this thing.
Yeah. Well, and the nature of the book is it's a travelogue in a lot of ways. It's bouncing around, and epic in scale. The book is all over the world. The radio play is abridged, and it's still like a very long audiobook. Yeah. And so what is sort of the scene, the set piece that you said this has to be in there? You have to edit other things out, but I really want this to be in there.
I don't know. I haven't read the script. I had no creative input, and I know it's sort of blasphemous to say, but it's not that important to me. I think it's more important that they make the best zombie movie they can make, because I don't want them to stay close to the book to the point that it hinders their ability to make a movie. I mean, they have a huge job in front of them. They've got this epic movie with all these different characters and all these different plot lines. So they have to edit it down. They have to make cuts. And so my attitude is, you make the cuts you got to make in order to make the best movie you can make.
And finally, we have Deadliest Warriors, Vampires vs. Zombies. For this, this is like just a big argument about who's going to beat Superman versus Spider-Man, or so this is the cross-culture argument, right? How has the response been so far? Does everybody have an opinion on this?
Oh yeah, no, I mean this is huge. This is taste great, less filling.
Yeah.
People are very excited about this, and the nice thing about Spike was that they were very they were very cautious about reaching out to a whole new fan base.
Yeah.
So they knew they had to step up their game. So they did, I think, twice as many tests, and they really wanted to get their science right because they knew that there was a lot of people that had already thought about this. So I was very impressed with how seriously they took it.
Okay. And finally, are you going to show up in a cameo form as a zombie in World War Z and in Walking Dead and any?
That's a very good question. I have no idea.
Would you do it?
It depends on who asked me. You know, if they said we're doing a remake of the Thriller video, I might give it a pass.
Yeah, but that was John Landis. I mean, that was still a good zombie.
True. It's hard to say no to John, but still, I think, you know.
Torso zombie, like guts out. What would be Max Brooks as zombie?
I would probably want to be cut off at the waist, sort of crawling after someone just on my hands.
Innards hanging out, perhaps?
I mean, as my father always says, if you get up to the tower, you got to ring the bell.
You heard it here first. Max Brooks, zombie torso, innards out. Thanks. Thanks, Max.